good morning. It is September 12th. It is WGTV Today. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good Thursday morning.
Hope you're doing well today. Got a great show for you today. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about. What's up, Kim?
Yes, we do. Let's see who else on the show. Oh, we have TOPHAT Ballroom. They have a new program for youth, and there's a group coming on today to talk about it. You don't want to miss it.
That's Joanne and Marty Barbour going to be in, right?
It is Joanne and Marty Barbour.
Our good friends there.
Yes, and then we've got some folks here from the Goldsboro Police Department.
Oh, they're our good friends, too.
Yes, they are. And then, of course, we have Catherine LeChot from United Way. She's talking about Taste of Wayne and giving you updates on that. Yeah. You don't want to miss it.
Always great to have Catherine in.
It is.
Love United Way.
Had a big kickoff.
Yeah.
For their big campaign this year.
They had Elvis back.
They had Elvis back.
Yeah.
And you know, what's his name? Steve Freeman. He has a huge following all across the state.
Yes, he does.
And they, of course, came to the Paramount to help support him and United Way. And he always puts on such a great show. I've
been to all his programs here, and unfortunately, I was out of town this last Friday that was held, and I sure didn't want to be where I was. I wanted to be here supporting that program, but you got to, everybody has to be somewhere.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, anyway, a great show lined up for today. Let's take a quick look at who may be having a birthday today, and perhaps even who's not having. Are you having one?
No, not today.
She's not having one, nor am I.
But we are soon.
Oh, yeah, no, I guess that's true, isn't it? Yeah, I don't want to think about that. Maggie Lawson of the TV show Psych turns 33 today. Hollywood actor and who always kind of picks on himself, self-deprecating George Hamilton.
Oh, yes.
Is a very funny guy. He's 74 years today.
Good gracious, 74. Is he really?
Yeah, he sure doesn't look it. He looks great. Yeah, tanned and tall.
Always tanned and tall.
Always tanned, always tall. George Hamilton, 74. Mark Knopfler, you may know the name. He was with Dire Straits for a number of years, and still is, I guess. He's 64 years. They had, of course, the group from Australia. They had several hits. Anyway, Dire Straits, Mark Knopfler, 64. Casey Affleck.
Remind me who that is.
Is the younger brother of Ben Affleck.
Oh, okay.
Casey is 38 today, most recently as Charlie in The Tower Heist and in the movie Pi. And the P.I.
Oh, I saw Pi. I don't remember him.
No, but he wasn't. He played the tiger. He was the P.I. It says in Gone Baby Gone. They say people need to learn how to use quotation marks. Birthday today for Anthony Ray, better known as Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Okay.
Now, why would he want to call himself Sir Mix-a-Lot? Anthony Ray is a perfectly good name. Anyway, he turns 50 today. Had an award-winning song called "Baby Got Back." You may remember. You don't remember that.
I do.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yvette Nicole Brown. Yvette Brown is 42 today. She appeared on many popular TV shows, including Chuck, House, Boston Legal, and that 70s show. Yvette Nicole Brown, 42 she is. And Pete Sampras, a tennis star, is 42 years today, and there you go.
Happy birthday.
Happy.
Your special day.
There you go. All right.
Well, today is something else that is very special other than a few people's birthdays. It's Diversity Day.
Oh, is it? Is that today?
Today is Diversity Day.
All right.
And our community is celebrating this morning at 9 o'clock on the steps of City Hall. There'll be a proclamation read. There'll be a small program. They'll be encouraging you to have lunch or coffee with someone that is diverse, someone that is not your nationality.
Okay.
Yeah. So today is Diversity Day. We'd like to see you at 9 o'clock this morning on City Hall steps to see what is happening, to see the small, very short 15, 20-minute program, and they'll be encouraging you to do several things throughout the day.
While we're all human beings on this Mother Earth here, we all have come from different cultures, and we have different beliefs and different ideas and attitudes.
And that's what makes us unique and special.
I love talking to someone from another country because that's how you learn things.
That's right.
That's right. That's fun.
You certainly do.
Yes, you do. Diversity Day.
Diversity Day today.
Now, our program repeats.
Yes, it does.
Okay, and we'll be on again at noon o'clock and then at 5:30. And the program, the Diversity Day, may be
Yes, it's at 9 o'clock that morning.
It's at 9 o'clock this morning. So today, 9 o'clock this morning. So.
But you can still take someone out to coffee. You can still do something kind.
Sure, be diverse.
That's right. Be diverse.
Be diverse.
And of course, don't forget this Monday, September the 16th, City Council will be meeting. 5 o'clock is our work session, and 7 o'clock is the regular meeting in City Council chambers.
And one more time, very quickly before we go to the program, our County Commissioners meeting Tuesday morning And that will be at 8 o'clock with the briefing and 9 o'clock for the meeting itself here in the county courthouse, 4th floor.
That's
now,
right. So stay tuned. We are heading towards our interviews. You don't want to miss them. They're fantastic. Good afternoon and welcome back to Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Kim Best, your host, and I am delighted to have a good-looking group with me here in the studio. They're from Top Hat Ballroom and Heritage Dance Foundation. Let's find out what this group is here to say today. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for being here. This is all about a youth ballroom program that Marty and JOANNE Barbour have created and inspired, all a part of Top Hat.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me more about what inspired you and why you created a youth program here in Goldsboro in Wayne County.
Probably about 5 years ago, we actually did a cotillion at our church, and then we found out we had a love for sharing ballroom with children. And so it's always been our dream to do this. So last fall, we actually started it. We had about 10 couples, and we went for 8 weeks. And since then, we've done some privates with some of these here are our kids we've worked with throughout the year. And this fall, we decided that every Tuesday night, we'd be in the ballroom consistently. That way, the word hopefully would spread and it would grow.
So every Tuesday night,
Every Tuesday
you
night.
and Marty are going to be at Top Hat Ballroom.
Yes, ma'am, we are.
Teaching youth, just like you see behind us.
Yes.
Right there, learning the special dances that go along with ballroom dancing. And tell me
Yes.
some of these. Give us some examples of what they are.
Okay, foxtrot, waltz, tango, cha-cha, rumba, and we will do some line dances and some fun stuff too. We'll have a good
swing.
mix.
And swing,
Yeah,
of course,
swing.
swing.
Absolutely.
Can't leave that out.
Can't leave it out. That's his favorite.
Is it your
Yes.
favorite, Marty?
Yes.
Well, it's funny, as we're talking to the group, it's very interesting to hear what everybody's favorite style of dancing is. So let's ask the group right quick. Start behind me. What's your favorite?
Swing.
Hey, of course.
Cha-cha.
Oh,
Foxtrot.
Foxtrot.
Swing.
Well, there you go. You got a nice mix there. But
Yes,
I've
we do.
swing several times.
Yes,
That
yes.
one must be fun and
it
energetic.
is. It
Very
is.
much.
So you all decided to do this because you did it at church and you really got a fantastic feedback from youth that participated.
Yes, we did.
And so then all of a sudden you decided, this is what I'm going to do.
Yes.
This is what we want to do, is inspire youth to be a part of ballroom dancing and understand that.
Yes, we want the next generation to know all about the art of ballroom.
So now tell me where they can go to learn this. You said Top Hat Ballroom, but where is
Yes.
that, Marty?
It's on 107 South Center Street.
Okay, now tell me, give us sort of an idea. Where is that in relation to downtown?
It's right before you get to the Paramount. From
Okay,
the
so
circle.
on
You
the
leave
same
circle,
block.
yeah,
Yep, you
same
leave the
block.
circle, heading towards the Paramount, and it's on that same block.
Yes, it is.
Top Hat Ballroom, Acme Theater's a couple doors down.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
keep heading down the road and you'll see the Paramount.
That's right.
So they're all on the same block. Wonderful. So every Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday night.
Now, what ages can participate in the youth program?
Okay, from 6:30 to 7:30, we will have ages 6 to 12, and then from 7:30 to 8:30, we will do ages 13 and up.
Wonderful. So you're going all the way up
We
through,
are.
through the teenage
We want to
years.
make it available for all the children of Wayne County.
Wonderful. So now, if there's a youth out there that is interested in participating, what do they need to do?
They can go to www.ballroom.org, or they can call 919-920-9700.
And get registered.
Yes, and get registered.
All right. Now, say it's a Tuesday afternoon.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, I've seen this interview
Yes.
on Channel 10, and I've decided, you know what, I want to walk down or ride down or
Yes.
head on down to Top Hat Ballroom. Can they do that?
Yes, they can come at any time, any month. You know, it doesn't have to be September 3rd. We'll be there every Tuesday night. They do have to have a parent to come with them because we do have registration forms that have to be filled out.
Okay.
You know, ahead of time.
Now, is there a cost associated with this?
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. It's $10 a lesson.
$10 a lesson. That is
Yes.
extremely reasonable.
Yes.
Very much so.
Well, now the Heritage Dance Foundation is your supporter. You're
Yes, it
you're
is.
under that umbrella of
Yes,
the Heritage
ma'am.
Dance Foundation, and they also provide scholarships.
Yes, they do. And if you go to www.ballroom.org, there is actually an application there for those that may want to apply for the scholarships.
Excellent. So Tuesday night, starting September the
3rd.
and it's going to run all the way through the fall season, or
We
is
hope
this moving forward up? Just
Yeah.
period.
Just moving forward.
Yeah,
moving
just moving
forward.
forward. We hope to continue it the entire school year.
Wonderful. That
Yes.
would be awesome. So all
Yes.
ages, it is applicable for every age. Youth, you just have to contact ballroom dancing here in Goldsboro at Top Hat, supported
Yes.
by the Heritage Dance Foundation. Everybody, tell us one more time, what is that website?
www.ballroom.org.
Well, it doesn't get any better than that. Thank you guys for coming on the show today and telling us all about this new youth program, Learning Ballroom in our community. Thank you guys for supporting this, leading this, and being a part of it. We've got quite a few behind us that are going to tell us real quick how being a part of this has helped them. I'd like to hear from you if you don't mind. Tell me how this ballroom dancing has helped you in sports.
Well, in baseball, when you lead off the bag, it helped me with my coordination in between my right and my left.
Coordination. Wow. Who would have known? Who would have thought that? Well, how about you? How does this help you, ballroom dancing?
It helps me with school because it helps me learn patterns and remember them.
Learning patterns, fantastic.
Yes.
See, you just don't ever know how learning ballroom or learning any type of dance is going to help you in other parts of your life. Fantastic. Thank you guys for being on the show. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having
And we
us.
want you to go down to ballroom. Is it ballroom.org?
Ballroom.org.
Ballroom.org. Find out more about this particular program for youth in our community. And if you want to find out about scholarship information, it's right there on that website. We want to see you where? Top Hat Ballroom.
Yes,
All
on
right.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday nights. We'll see you there. Hello and welcome back to Wayne Goldsboro Television. Today in the studio we have two of our Goldsboro Police Department officers in studio with us. We have Officer Matthew Sellers and we have Sergeant Joshua Stine. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Thank you.
You are both a part of the Specialized Traffic Enforcement Unit, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, if you will, what defines a Specialized Traffic Unit, or what does that exactly mean?
Our Specialized Traffic Enforcement Unit was created by the police department not only to combat motor vehicle violations, but also to give the officers, a core group of officers, specialized training in crash investigation, whether it be through a loss of life wreck, a fatality, or a serious injury wreck. That way those officers have the ability to reconstruct a scene and piece together the events of what led to that crash.
Well, tell me what made you both want to be a part of this particular unit.
I have a high desire to keep our roadways safe. I had an uncle who lost his life from an impaired driver, and I figured what better way to keep our roadways safe than to dedicate myself to making our roadways safe by traffic enforcement.
And I came to the police department in 2008 after serving 4 years in the Navy, so commuting back and forth between Virginia and here, I spent a lot of time on the roadway. Having the opportunity to serve with the police department, I got to experience police work from many different perspectives, from criminal investigation and traffic as well. And I just really found that traffic and motor vehicle law enforcement really motivates me, because at any moment I would much rather stop someone and issue them a verbal warning, a written warning, a citation, any time before I'd rather go to that wreck that was caused from the excessive speed, or because the fact that this driver was subject to an impairing substance and operating the vehicle on the roadway. Protecting other people really motivates me to come to work and to do what I do.
Well, you know, I think sometimes we forget as a community as a whole exactly what you all go through on a day-to-day basis on trying to keep us safe, and sometimes we may take it for granted. So on behalf of our community, I'd like to say thank you for what you do every day.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me a little more about the specialized training that you need to be a part of such a specific unit like this traffic unit or the traffic enforcement unit.
The officers, every officer going through the police academy receives a basic crash investigation, basically how to take some measurements and document a scene, but it doesn't go to the depth that the officers that are involved with specialized traffic enforcement go to. They go through a minimum of 240 hours of specialized training with the North Carolina Justice Academy in crash investigation, reconstruction, and being able to piece together the parts of a puzzle. And then there's additional training on top of that they could receive in pedestrian reconstruction and also motorcycle reconstruction. So it's quite a hefty load of information to retain, and there's a lot of math involved and measurements and formulas, and if you're not good in math or algebra or even some calculus, it's going to be a hard road to hoe.
Who would have thought that? Who would
Yes,
have thought
ma'am.
that you need all that mathematical background to really help you be a part of a program like this? Well, Sergeant Sellers, if you'll give me sort of a walkthrough of a particular scene, what happens about the investigation part and how you gather your information?
Yes, ma'am. As a traffic officer, at any point we can be dispatched to a traffic crash, and in most situations we'll be told over the radio by our dispatchers whether this crash involves injury or if it's property damage. And of course that would adjust the way in which we respond. There's a lot of factors that go into how we respond and how fast. When we get on scene, there's a lot of assessment happening prior to ever stopping the vehicle or getting out of the car. We want to assess the position of the vehicles, the traffic that's all on the roadway as far as the density, and we want to position our vehicles in a manner that would allow us to safely get to the crash and preserve evidence as well as protect the people and ourselves. And at that point, we'll start our investigation. We'll begin collecting information, skid marks. We'll look for debris field. It'll give us an idea of our area of impact. If there are witnesses available aside from passengers or drivers of vehicles, we'll talk with them, get their information, and begin completing a crash report at this point. And if we do determine that there are motor vehicle law violations or criminal law violations that have led to the traffic crash, then citations or arrests will be handled as necessary. At the conclusion of collecting the basics of the information, we're able to release the drivers in most situations, tow vehicles if necessary, and then complete the crash report, which typically will take about an hour from the response time to getting there and completing the crash report. Others may take longer depending on the severity of the crash. If it's a fatality, for example, it'll take much longer.
Tell us about the different types of scenarios that you may come upon in being enforcement of this particular type of unit.
Well, as far as the enforcement aspect of it, a lot of times the officers that are on the traffic unit, they have free reign of the city, basically, is what I'm trying to say. They can go anywhere in the city to look for traffic violations, enforce motor vehicle laws, do targeted enforcement. And what I mean by targeted enforcement is a lot of times the police department or even the folks over at City Hall will get complaints from residents about speeders in a particular area, or folks running stop signs, or people driving careless and recklessly in a neighborhood. So we'll get that information, and the traffic officers will go out there and specifically target those areas to try and combat that problem, to address the issue and either dispel or prove those complaints. If we'll go out some places, and folks that live in a residential neighborhood, we see it a lot where the speed limit is 25. We'll go out there and sit for an hour or 2 hours, and our average speed will be 28, 29 miles an hour. But to the folks that live there, it may seem faster than that.
Right.
Not discrediting or discouraging them from calling and reporting an issue, but it's not as fast as some people think. But then we do have folks that call and complain about something, and we'll go out there and we'll target those areas. And there are folks that will speed excessively, and the traffic officers have no qualms about issuing citations and targeting that area to do enforcement action.
Well, when you are coming upon various different types of situations, you get the calls and you're dispatched to go out to different situations. How do you evaluate each situation differently upon arrival?
There's a lot of things that would go into it. Again, it would go back to a lot of training and experience weighs into how we'll handle situations. But there are a lot of them we can handle by ourselves, but there's some that just would require assistance. And I'm happy to say that being a member of the traffic unit, we go along with the shifts, we work with the shift, and the teamwork's always there. So if we do need help, it's always there for us. But again, the way we investigate crashes and the time spent really depends on the severity of the crash, because some will have more evidence that we'll need to collect than others. Some will be crime scenes. If there's a fatality involved, a lot of times, So there's just a lot that goes into each wreck, and no one wreck is going to be the same as the other.
Nothing is a cookie cutter.
Exactly, yes, ma'am.
So tell me, moving forward, what would you like to see happen here in our community when it has to do with law enforcement? Is there anything in particular, any programs you'd like to see implemented?
Well, the police department started the GPAC program, and it seems to be doing very well by getting some of these repeat offenders into the programs to get them some community-based resources. We've seen an increase in cooperation from the community now, and that's great, because that's what we need. We can't be everywhere 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We cover roughly 25 square miles, and there's no feasible way for us to do that. I would like to see, as far as the traffic unit goes, a day where the traffic officers don't have to respond to wrecks because the drivers are paying attention and, you know, being alert. But there are some things that are beyond their control where a crash may occur. But it would be nice that they don't have to respond to wrecks. That would be a great day.
That would be in a perfect world, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Well, the Goldsboro Partners Against Crime, we've talked about it many, many times, and I'm glad that you did bring that up, because that is a program that has highly proven statistics across the state and across the nation, for that matter. And we are glad that we are well into our year, and we've already had 2 call-ins here in our community, hoping to have our 3rd in October, which is almost unheard of, 3 in 1 year, your very first pilot year that you have your program. So the police department has done a fantastic program, really heading that up and implementing it, but the community has done great
Yes, ma'am.
in really stepping up to the plate and participating, and if they see things that are out of place, they're calling, but also the resources that we're offering our repeat offenders to get them to change their behaviors and change their life and move in a different direction.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, thank you all for being here. Thank you for what you do on a daily basis. We appreciate it. Thank you for
ma'am.
being on the show today and
Thank you.
giving your information to our community. We appreciate what you do.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you.
And that's what's happening in your community. Joining me in the studio is Catherine LeChot from United Way. Let's find out what's happening with the Taste of Wayne.
Yes.
Welcome.
Hi.
So the Taste of Wayne is right around the corner. Give
Yes.
us some details, Catherine.
It is rapidly approaching. It's going to be October 12th. That's a Saturday. And it's going to be at Cornerstone Commons. Much of it is the same. You know, last year we made a lot of changes.
Yes.
This year we're happy to announce there's really no big changes. So 11 to 1:30 at Cornerstone Commons. We'll have it set up with restaurants, music, and we have Idle Threat this year. So we're
gonna have
very
some music
excited.
in the background.
Yes, and then DJ Johnny Carr and Tommy King, they'll be there when the band's taking a break. And the one change, or addition, I should say, that we're having this year is we're adding local artists.
Oh, wonderful.
So if you are a Wayne County artist out there and you would like to display your handicrafts, we would love to have you. We also have a new website that's devoted just to the taste, and it's tasteofwayne.com.
That's easy enough.
Yeah, it's easy enough. It has all of the event information, as well as if you are a restaurant and we haven't reached out to you, we try to reach out to everybody. The registration form is on the website. If you are a business and you would like to be a sponsor of the event, the sponsorship information is listed on the website with the form that you can download and email, fax, whatever, send it in to us.
Well, actually, Catherine, how about people who don't even know what Taste of Wayne is? There may
Okay.
be 1 or 2 people out there that don't know what Taste of Wayne is.
That's a good
Give
point.
us a little overview.
So the Taste of Wayne is pretty much a food festival.
And it's yummy.
And it's delicious, and you will not leave hungry. Last year we had 28 restaurants, and you walk around and you just sample whatever they are, you know, handing out. It's from, you know, Zaxby's there. The Village is out there.
Village
We
Steakhouse.
had amazing participation from the downtown restaurants last year.
Oh, yes.
And
I mean, you have from barbecues to Italian food to wonderful steaks from places like Carl and Shell's, and the list goes on and on.
and then you have sweets.
Oh,
and
yummy
so
sweets.
you know, every single kind of food is represented, and it's really great. And of course it does benefit United Way. It is our biggest fundraiser of the year, and we really appreciate the community support. Also, I would like to point out that ticket prices have remained the same. They're $15. They're available for purchase online, and I've had some people already buying them, which is fabulous.
So you can get them online. That's the best way.
That's the best way. They'll also be at some of the restaurants, of course, at the United Way office. And I lost my train of thought.
Well, you know, Catherine, tell me about, if you will, there's actually a judging process as well that goes along with this.
Yes, and the judges pretty much remain anonymous, but the restaurants really have a lot of fun submitting some of their food to be judged. And so they have that happen before the taste, and then at the end we have an award ceremony, which of
Right.
course
That's
there's
always fun.
There's People's Choice Award, and then there's awards for every category, from pub grub to desserts to like entree. So it's really a lot of fun.
It is. And if you've not been to United Way's Taste of Wayne, let me tell you, it is a day to be out in the community. It's a day to see hundreds of people come out, support their local United Way, fill your belly, but be able to, the best thing about the whole day for me is that you're really being able to taste lots of different foods from restaurants that you may not have been to before, and really get a great little taste of what they offer and decide, is this somewhere I'd like to go visit, take my family, take my friends. So you're really getting exposed to a lot of what Wayne County has to offer.
Right. So
And we're excited about that. And being downtown is fabulous. We had a lot of positive feedback last year with just moving it, and so we wanted to just continue the process this year. And with the addition of the artists, we're trying to grow it to be a real festival, not just a food festival. We don't want to forget that that's how it all started. But Wayne County has a lot to offer in addition to the food. So we thought that the local artists would be a great added benefit this year. That is perfect. So if you are a local artist and you'd like to showcase what you offer to the community, give them a call, visit their website, and I'm sure they will hook you up.
Yes, we'll be happy to.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Catherine. We're excited. So mark your calendars, October the 12th.
Yes, 11 to 1:30 at Cornerstone Commons.
We want to see you there, and that's what's happening at United Way of Wayne County.
Well, here we are. We're back, and I hope you enjoyed that. That was very
too.
interesting. I enjoyed that.
Well, Top Hat really is getting more and more into providing programs for our youth to get them started in different forms of dancing at a young age. And with the show Dancing with the Stars, that has sort of boosted the interest in any and all types of ballroom dancing. And of course they do line dancing and other things at Top Hat Ballroom, but I think that is a great new program for youth here in our community to be exposed to something a little bit different, a different form of dance.
Foxtrot of all things, and cha-cha, and I think that's great.
And when we interviewed and we're talking with several of the kids, the swing kept coming up.
Oh,
they
I love
that.
swing.
So do the kids. They seem to really enjoy that.
I've always been a big fan of swing music anyway. Benny Goodman and all these guys. I love it. Anyway, it's good stuff there. And
the coordination that it teaches, both women and men.
Yeah.
Because we heard from several of the youth of how they've taken the different techniques and the coordination that they've learned through dance, especially ballroom dancing. They've been able to take it back on the basketball court and the football court, and not football court.
Football court, yeah.
You know what I mean.
Right. I know what you mean, yes.
But in all different types of athletics.
And the basketball field.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And the rugby diamond. Anyway, go ahead. What?
What else do you have to talk about today, Mr. Alley?
Absolutely nothing. No, let's see what we have here. We have an Aging Advisory Council. The Wayne County Council on Aging Advisory Board is in need of a new member. They need some help there. The board serves as an advisory group for Wayne County Services on Aging, and if you can help, call Aaron at 705-1785.
It's always great
to
serve on boards and really be able to give them some feedback throughout the community.
It is. And I don't know about city council. I'm sure the city has people.
We have many different.
We as well in the county, we need board members as well. So.
And committee members.
Exactly.
That's right. And you can go on both of the websites and get more information about that.
Sure you can. But if you want to be on the advisory board of the Services on Aging, again, that number is 705-1785.
And Wayne, a week from today is Business After Hours with the Chamber of Commerce. Yeah, so we invite you to come on out. And this particular Thursday, it's going to be at Doug Henry Buick GMAC, right on Highway 70.
70 bypass.
Right by Pizza Inn area.
Right next door.
That's right, 5:30 to 7 o'clock. We invite you to come. This is a time where you can mingle, get to know other business people in the community, make contacts for your business, and just have a nice couple hours or hour and a half.
Yeah, you kick back,
Food
relax.
and beverages are provided for you. And it's at a different location every month. And this month it's at Doug Henry, so we'd love to see you there next Thursday, 5:30, right after work.
That's right.
To 7 o'clock p.m.
That's exactly right.
All through the Chamber of Commerce.
That's right. So if you're a chamber member, I hope you're going to that, because it is, and networking is so important anyway.
It is absolutely important.
It is. To be able to network and have contacts and know people.
That's right.
This is the best way to do it.
And you can find out more about how your chamber can help you if you're not a chamber member, because it's unbelievable what they can do for your business and how they can really assist you in various different needs.
Yeah. Look, the lady who is a hard of hearing specialist for the state of North Carolina is going to be running a support group for people who are indeed hard of hearing. She'll be doing this on the third Saturday of every month from 11:30 until 1 o'clock, the third Saturday. So the next one is September 21st. Her name is Karen Caputo. She's a specialist for the state of North Carolina. The group will involve information sharing and emotional support for people with hearing loss and their families. Advance registration is not required. If you'd like information, it's an 800 number. It won't cost you anything to call. The number is 999-6828. 999-6828. Hard of hearing.
Good.
Yeah. There you go.
And Wayne, a band is coming to Mount Olive College, and
Yeah.
it's a pretty big deal.
Is it?
The name of the group is Switchfoot.
Switchfoot.
Yes. And
Wow.
I personally don't know the group,
I have no idea
but
who
every
they
young
are.
person that I mention it to, like,
Yeah.
they're just so shocked that they're coming to Mount Olive College.
How about that?
So mark your calendar, September the 27th, 7 o'clock p.m. Tickets are $20. You can go on Mount Olive College. I see it's www.moc.edu Fall Fest, and you can find out more information. If you're interested, you better get your tickets now because they are already selling very quickly.
Switchfoot.
Switchfoot, Mount Olive College, coming up soon.
All right, so let's do this again bright and early tomorrow morning. We'll
Let's
be
do
back
it.
at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then the show will repeat throughout the day. But join us if you will. And until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.